nessuno, non è che...
Welcome everybody. Finally we are back. It's been a while. Okay, so yeah, thank God Olympic Games are over. I know Julia is gonna disapprove this, but yeah, so I was totally immersed in the Olympic Games. Can't wait for Edo, yeah, someone on your terrace. I see the something in the mirror. Okay, and but since Serie A is gonna start like in 4 days, yeah, 4 days, we need to go back. We need to be back. So actually, probably we decide to be live every Tuesday. Okay, and I don't know if a lot of people is gonna this is gonna interest a lot of people, but yes, with me as always we have Edo from Pasadena.
Hi everybody.
Billo from Montecito.
Hello.
And Giulio from Hollywood.
Hello, everybody.
Ciao, Andrew.
Yes, anything for us, Giulio, or no, or nothing?
No. For right now, I'm like in a good mood and I feel good. You know, Christmas is coming in a few months, so we're good to go.
In a few months. Right. So, guys, look, preseason is over. Okay, transfer market is not. Thank God. Okay. So we are 4 days, actually 5 days, because you were gonna play. Actually, 6 days because you were gonna play on Monday. Oh yeah, Matteo from Downey, as known as Tijuana. And I want to hear, since I sent it everybody the topic we're going to discuss. I hope you guys are ready. Everybody's prepared on what I sent you?
No.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
I have the recipe of how to make carbonara. I don't know what they got, but
well, that could be a good topic for the end of this episode. But by the way, guys, preseason is over. Okay, so I want to hear your thoughts, your opinion about the 3 games, because I don't think we can consider the game against the next gen like a real game. Okay, so I don't know much you see about our 3 games.
But it's the only one we won.
That's why I don't want to talk about that, because we need to get used. We need to get used, okay? And so we play against. We lost 3-0 against Nuremberg. We tied 2-2 against Brest, and we lost 2-0 against Atletico Madrid. So we scored 7 goals. We scored only 2. One was a penalty, was one on a corner kick. So I'm gonna start with Edo. So I want to hear your opinion and be as hard as you want, or as positive as you want.
I mean, it's, you know, take things with a grain of salt. It's preseason. The first game we were playing with the next gen for like 80% of our roster. I kind of like what I'm seeing, but it would be kind of surprising if things were working out like 100% the right way already. It's like, it would be suspicious. Like, okay, what the hell is happening? That being said, it's clear that the team is not complete. The roster has really big gaps. And, you know, just give them time to work on these new ideas and just, you know, I got angry a couple times, especially with the kind of like the more experienced players. You would say Vlahovic. It's like, okay, it's been there for a while. I was hoping to see some signs of, you know, kind of like a renewed players, but I'm kind of seeing signs of the old player. But yeah, I'm trying to play the long game here. Just give them time to develop together. But then, of course, Monday is the real deal. Like, you know, we're starting, so give them time, but it's, you know, still we need to show signs of, you know, growth as a team and individuals, you know, just good things, big gaps in the rosters. You know, it's time to work now.
Giulio, I want to hear from you, because I know you are one of the most excited. Actually, you are one of the most excited for the season to begin. Actually, and but I know you are quite negative, but positive and negative at the same time. So I want to hear. I'm really curious.
No, I mean, I'm just realistic. You know, the good thing is from the first game to the last game, the one we lost with Atletico Madrid, I personally saw some improvement already. You know, the first half of the game with Atletico Madrid, like we were like way better than what I saw the week before with Nuremberg. You know, so you can see that they're working, that they're working on it. That you can see that it starts to be an idea of how they need to play. You know, you can see that the players don't look anymore lost, right? Then sure, I mean, we have half of the roster new and half missing, and they've never played together. So like Edo said, like it would have been like crazy to expect anything more. So I see improvements. The thing that concerns me the most, it's actually like the defense. You know, that's where like
That's a news.
I saw a lot of
It's a lost battle.
right. No, well, not true, because I mean with Allegri, like you can tell everything you want to Allegri, but we were solid always with Allegri up to the past February and for 2 months, and then they kind of went back to what they knew. So at least we've been used to be solid behind. You know, that was like the main concern of these 3 games. But like I saw a lot of new things, a lot of improvement, a lot of players were like playing, you know, finally like we all expected. So I'm not that negative, but you know, we're like 5 days away from the first game, and it's gonna be interesting to see if the adrenaline and you know is gonna play a part in it, because those were still friendly matches where they were not really going crazy after the ball, not trying to injure themselves. You know, some things that were just, you know, kind of a little slower than they are. So friendly games are what they are. Preseason is what it is. Let's see.
Before asking Bilo, let me say hi to Maurizio. Maurizio, you know you need to be one of the guests here, and you'll be
sooner or later. We'll
Yeah.
bring him on.
Exactly. So, Bilo, you one of the most actually, or that the most realistic, the one that just focus about what is happening right now and then the future, and not looking at the past. I kind of like that. So I know that you're one of the few one that look like even the tactical aspect of how we playing. Okay, so I'm really curious. Let me hear what you have to say about our first game.
Beh, no, like Giulio just said about, for example, we're seeing some players do some different expect to do different job basically. So one of them is him. One of them is Cambiaso that now is playing left back, and when we need you switch on the other side, we have the midfield. Right now, with the construction we do, basically Thuram stays at the bottom, and the 2 mezzale that are Locatelli on one side and the other side, Douglas Luiz, they go up to help our forward. And that kind of movement, it takes time to get like fast at the pace you want to be and surprise the opponent. So like it would be unrealistic to be able like that to make a switch. New players, half of the team is sent to be find a new team. Basically, we go to like some games with 3 people on the bench. So I was expecting to be a little better from the market transfer right now, like being like more like closer to, but like having like a couple of players missing. Seems like the situation is a little more harsh. Probably we're missing like something like 5 or 6. So we start to getting closer to the end of the market. We will see who will be able to sell. So there is a lot of things that have to be fixed. But I think we have to give him, to me, realistically 3 months. From the moment they start the training camp to the time we want to have the result, you change everything. We change so many players. We change the coach. We change everything.
I would say Christmas.
Yeah, I know. Unfortunately, guys, I don't think... I don't know if anybody thinks about Scudetto, but I don't think...
I have a question.
Yeah.
The predictions there's the last thing I send you the
No,
topic,
no.
the list of the topic and predictions, the last part.
No, I have a question. I'm very confused about. I don't know why they're changing all these players. Like, I thought we had like a team to win the Scudetto last year, if I'm not mistaken. That's what everybody was saying. So why are we changing all these players? I'm so confused.
Beh, salary
We're going back.
Salary is one of the reason.
No.
You,
We are
you
going
wanna
back to
lower
what
the salary of the team. Yeah.
we are going back to what Julie was saying, that
slightly
what he does
sarcastic.
understand is our fan. So I think, and yes, I think every fan, every team has this kind of fan that kind of weird. Okay, but I really think that Juventus are too many. Okay, and since like with social media, everybody's entitled to having their own opinion, but having their own opinion, I don't think they're entitled to express their own opinion. So have your opinion, keep for yourself. Okay, that's good. Make it your life and our life much better. That's what I think. Okay, so please answer. And sorry if I be so optimistic and so kind.
No, but I understood what Julia was talking about. But I, like you said, like we talk about that in the past. I don't want to talk about what we used to be. To me, doesn't matter for real. It's not, to me, it's not interesting. Maybe you like to talk about it. I can say here, listen, you guys. But
no, my comment
to do the comparison, to me, I don't like the comparison.
My comment, it fits into the fact that we had to change the whole team, and we need time. And we need time. That's what I'm trying to say here, sarcastically. We had to change the whole team. So we can't expect anything. I actually said, I don't expect anything till next year, 2025. January, February, that's what I think. It's not that like the idea that Motta is in his mind, like it's just gonna pop on the pitch, like, and people know what to do. So we gotta be patient, really patient.
Yeah, we've been there in the past. You had to rebuild at some point, and normally it takes 2-3 seasons. Basically, we're doing that in December, like pump, cutting everybody's heads and changing and restart from fresh. But salary is a big component, guys. We don't even have a sponsor. We have all the problem from last year's and not having been in Champions League. So there's some, and I can't decide, guys. This is what you get. You don't get any money from me. And you got to find out to fix it by yourself. This is what happened. So
yeah, kind of like Maurizio and Mauro are kind of like summarizing everything we're talking about. So look, the thing to me is really easy. Okay, when we decide to cut, we got Giuntoli. Okay, go back to last year. Okay, so we know that Giuntoli actually has to bring his own team. Because. Basically, it was Giuntoli and a mix of new front office and old front office. Okay, so of course last year we couldn't change the coach because Giuntoli was brought in like in July, end of June, beginning of July. So so we had this last year that was kind of like weird because we were between like Giuntoli and Allegri, and I'm not gonna say anything to that. Okay, so we decided to go a different direction with Allegri. Okay, we brought in Thiago Motta, that I'm one of the biggest fan of Thiago Motta, guys know since last year. Okay, so I'm not like I'm a bimbo di Thiago Motta from like a year and a half at least. Okay, so I really love the coach. I never enjoyed the player, but that showed how much maybe I understand about soccer, because every professional player was talking really good about Thiago Motta. Okay, and he's a man that work with Barcelona, with Paris Saint-Germain, with big team. Okay, and I left one out there because it's not a big team to me. And so other than that, we knew that there is like a player ending the contract this year. Player is going to end the contract next year. They're going to be. The team need not to be reloaded. They need to like rebuild. It's different. It's not a reload. We're doing a rebuild. That means we need to have patience. We need to be patient. Fans need to be patient. There is a lot of team to. Yeah, I'm gonna go to you. Just give me a second, Edo. So we knew that there is like we're trying to change 15 players out of the 25 we had last year. Okay, it's gonna take it cannot be done in one transfer market session. So it's gonna be this one, January, and next one. Okay, after the next one, we maybe have our idea a little bit clearer. But on the other side, I know that nobody's that patient anymore. Okay, so of course we need to deliver some results. So at least, you need to get in the first four. You need to go at like a decent showing on the Champions League. At least getting in the Coppa Italia final. Actually, you look at the bracket; it was quite
Easy.
Yeah, it looked like we were kind of lucky. Okay, so we need to be patient. We start really good because we got a new
Midfield.
we got a new goalie. Then maybe we got it too fast because you see that first we probably had to, I think, with Tech, that a big shout out to Tech, because I think like is more gobbled than a lot of our fan. Okay, and we got like a new midfield because we got Douglas Luiz, Thuram, then we got Cabal. So we already got 4 new players. Okay, and we're getting Fagioli back. So other than that, the hardest part of our Giuntoli's work, it was basically offloading the team that we had, because we have 10, 11, 12 players that doesn't belong in our team anymore for different reasons. Because the salary is too high, because they're not human material, because their time is come. Okay, but it's not easy. It's not easy, and people need to be. What I think is unacceptable is showing up in an official game with 13 players. That I think for a team like Juventus is unacceptable. So that's what I think. And going back to what I say, I think Giulio was right. The first half of the Atletico Madrid was really good. I think we showed that we can move the ball really well. We had the players start to move together. Okay, with some kind of sense. I would like to see a little more. We are not so dangerous in the last third, because probably we're missing a player like of Miners. Okay, because Vlahovic give me the same kind of worries that I have in the last 2 years. He cannot move without the ball. To me, he cannot move without the ball, especially in the box, especially in the goal area. Is basically you need to learn it. Third, because we need players. We lasted the 60 minutes that I kind of think is reasonable at this time of the season. Okay, and why Atletico win the game? Because they put in Griezmann, they put in João Felix, they put play 7 new players. And have you seen how Cabal was doing the last 20 minutes per guy? I feel sorry for the guy, honestly. So, so yeah, Maurice said right with that. So we had 20, and I don't want to go into that right now. So, and. Well, the defense, to me, I don't know what you guys think about that. So, because we're thinking about defense, but I think our big issues are probably the 2 forward, the 2 wingers, and the player playing behind Vlahovic. I think that's the main, because numerically the defense is not bad to me.
But
what do you think?
Well, I agree. Like, I see the glaring issue being sort of the cohesion between the wingers and Vlahovic and the midfield. Like, that part to me feels a little disjointed, like we're putting a lot of crosses in, but like, as Matteo said, like Vlahovic doesn't really have that, that feel for, being at the right place at the right time. He's often in the right place at the wrong time, or at the wrong time, the right place. It's like, it's a bit, it might take one extra man coming in from transfer market, and it might take some, some thinking on the part of Motta as of how to kind of blend these players together. The defense has looked good for times, but has some sort of like this gaps, like sudden blanks where, I'm thinking of a couple of goals that we conceded, where we didn't function right. Like, maybe we played well for stretches of time, and then we had that one episode where, it was obviously something went wrong. I'm not convinced about our wingers in the way they are right now, and that's why maybe we're hearing a lot of rumors about potential, transfer coming in. I don't know. Do you think, for instance, that Yildiz is actually at its best playing that far wide, or not? Weah is showing some signs of progress, but last year he didn't play that much forward, and it's going to take some time to adjust. but maybe he doesn't have that potential for 8, 9, 12 goals a season. Those are the questions I have in terms of you got to come up with a number of goals up front. Vlahovic, yes, he can score, but then the wingers need to do a lot of the job. And if for however we get our hands on Cup Minors, whether we do, he's gonna have a lot of goals in his feet, but then he has to actually join Juventus. It's not gonna happen. Well, it's been reported as imminent for whatever a month,
6
and
months.
it's not happening. So he would help a lot, but until I see him wearing our jersey, then we cannot count on him.
What do you think the defense is missing?
I don't know if it's a missing part or more like a mental, like a player like Gatti, for instance. It's not that I don't like him. Sometimes he has these lapses where he's caught out of position, or maybe he's not keeping in with the line. So maybe it's just a matter of
So it's missing a center back?
Possibly, I think. And this idea of we wanted to have Calafiori and then Todibo was the next best option, and then we're down with Kalulu, which I have no strong feelings about, but it's coming off a long season with plenty of injuries, so it's going to take some time for him to just get back into strength. I don't know. I'm more concerned. I'm more concerned with our attack, to be honest. Yeah. I think the defense is going to get its act together with time. The forward part of it, I think there's a lot like glaring misses in terms of players.
There's a lack of talent.
Yeah, you can say that.
Look, defensively, I don't see big name on defense available. Okay, because if you tell me that Calafiori is not worth 50 million, Todibo is not worth 40 million, what the actual team pay for them. Okay, so Kalulu at the price that we're gonna get him, I have no issue with Kalulu getting for 3 million per.
He's a good deal.
What?
3 million is a good deal.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it coming from an injury season, and actually when Milan won the season, it was one of the key players for them. Of course, it's not like a hot name.
Yeah, of course.
It's not. But I have no issue. But on the other side, I have no issue playing even like Mauro is saying, if Rugani doesn't find a team, Rugani can stay for me. I don't see any big name, any big defender out there, okay? And the few that are defended, they're keeping them, okay? I see an issue on the lack of
Is Rugani the only one that we should consider keeping?
You don't consider the salary, Mauro?
Yeah, the salary. No, I think there are two different way to see the transfer market at the moment. The coach needs versus our company, Juventus, as a salary, what they can afford. And right now, we cannot outbid other teams because we don't have the money to go over West Ham and buy Todibo. And so what we do, the backup plan in this situation where our only target, apparently, I'm not sure, but apparently is Cup Minors. And the only one we have the money to spend is for him. All the rest are going to be the kind of operation of 3-4 million borrow and have a kind of the possibility next year to get them. So we've been in the past in this kind of situation with Marotta. Remember, we're buying players the way because you don't have the cash to get the money to get the players out front. So
I think they have it. We look at this in the wrong way. Because, and I was discussing this with Matteo last week, because we forget one thing. It's not if we buy Cup Minors for 55, they're going to give Atalanta 55 next week. Mm-hmm. They're going to give Atalanta 10 this year, and 10 another year, and 10 the 3 years. Probably it's in 4 years, the payment. So 12, 13, right? The bonuses come in later. That's why they had to sell Soulé and Hausen, so they had those actually 40 million in cash that they can distribute this year between Cup Minors, 2 wingers, and the defender that they're gonna pay this year.
Yeah, but you always have to.
So That's why we see Nico Gonzalez, the defender, the other guy from Porto. What's his name? Conceição. I don't remember his name. That's why they're looking at all this. They have the money to do this, right? With players that they're sure they want to keep. With Kalulu, they're not sure, so they're borrowing it for a year, and then we'll see next year.
No, do you know, for certain thing, it's difficult to go, like, you go in Apple store and you go to them, you say like, oh guys, I want a new iPhone, but I have $50 right now. I'm gonna give you $150 next week or stuff like that. Sometimes the merchant will tell you, sorry man, you gotta pay up front. So sometimes they accept the terms because they want to get rid of the players, like happened with Douglas Luiz, for example. They have to have the money.
Sure.
Yeah. Some other, like Atalanta, I don't need it. I can keep you in this situation as much as I can if I can afford it.
Of course, but it doesn't change the fact that that's how players are bought. Nobody pays 50 million
But
up
the
front.
final situation, I have a feeling. Look, I wouldn't give any money to any Italian team. Okay, so just the thing that the thing that bothered me, the Kalulu deal is we're paying Milan actually. So that's the thing that bothered me. So Koopmeiners, it looks like is the only name that Thiago Motta asked since January when is
Calafiore.
Yeah, and if you had to choose between one, Koopmeiners.
So, yes. Okay. And Giuntoli too, guys. And Giuntoli always
Giuntoli
won Koopmeiners and Napoli. So
yeah. So okay, so I understand you're going to do it, but okay, so it looks like the price is going to be between 50, 55, 57. Okay, it's going to be lower there. Okay, sooner or later, I would like to say, knock on wood, touch whatever you want, okay? Koopmeiners is going to join us, okay? But with the money we're going to give Atalanta, I think, it looked to me, it's going to... The Atalanta is getting the worst of this because with the money that we pay Koopmeiners, actually, they could have remade the team, reload the team. So there, okay, they lost Scamacca, they got Retegui, okay, they lost Calvini back in beginning of June, okay, they lost Palomino because they sold Palomino, actually because he's old. Toloi is injured, okay, so I have no idea how they're going to play tomorrow the Super Cup against Real Madrid, okay. Still, look, even if I think sometimes Gasperini shouldn't talk, okay, I'm going to root for them tomorrow because maybe sometime I have a heart, okay. But with the money, look, last year, Percassi told Koopmeiners, next year there is a big team and we will let you go. Okay. In April, he was told the Koopmeiners to look for a deal with Juventus because Juventus was interested in him. He got a deal with Juventus and now Atalanta is saying no.
Atalanta wants the money that Atalanta wants, and rightfully so.
But it looked like they want 55.
Last year, they declined the 50 million offer.
But they offer right now. They offer what they want. They offer 55.
So
it's more than a decent deal.
My complaint is, if you're gonna end up still paying 55 or 57, why didn't you do this a month ago once you got the money from Sule? Why are we waiting to the last minute if you end up paying still what you're gonna end up paying? That's the problem I have with. You knew they declined 50 million last year. You're not gonna pay less than that.
No, they have to get rid first. Get rid is a bad word, but they had to make sure that the other players they're not gonna be with us anymore. Actually.
I don't think so. Otherwise, they would have not. No, otherwise they would have given out the list of the people who were out. They had made the decision that these people are out, no matter what.
As a Saturday, I think it works the way. One goes out, one comes in.
I don't think it's really like that because now they're buying Koopmeiners who they have gotten rid of. No one. They're all still there.
In their dreams, Chiesa and McKennie. In the reality, they're gonna arrive until June as a free agent. But
I don't know if they're gonna arrive until June.
I
don't know if that's what gonna be. Maybe they can manage like a swap. I'm afraid we're gonna swap like Chiesa for what's his name. Salemakers, whatever the Dutch guy was for Bologna.
Whatever we're able to do, guys, because
but that's the thing. That's my
without being free agent. And
that's what I think is gonna happen. And I want to answer to Mauro about this. Mauro, the difference with those teams like Roma, for example, they got what they want. They got one player, and they don't have to offload or this.
And they have a big problem called Dybala.
Yeah,
they're trying to push him out.
Also,
they're trying to do everything like we do with Chiesa. Like we just swap Dybala Chiesa. I'm gonna cry because I'm gonna.
We've gotten actually like 4 players, if I'm not mistaken, which is more than what those other teams have gotten, and not
The
4 small.
thing is,
And I mean-
Inter was already a team.
What they got?
They
got
just did a
Zielinski.
couple of fixes. Milan was already a team because they switched Giroud, they got Morata. They basically done. They had to take. They had just to take like a do something here and there. They got Emerson Royal. Okay, it's probably going to be like the replacement for Theo Hernandez for next year, probably. Okay, so who else they got? So Juventus is, as I said in the beginning, Juventus is not reloading. Juventus is rebuilding. So
What they can
there
say
is-
reset.
excuse
They
me.
can say reset, no?
Elkan should start thinking a little bit more about Juventus instead of Ferrari. So with the money they spend on Hamilton, they should spend on us.
And
He
they've
has a lot of
sold,
things
they've
to
sold a
think
lot
about.
of players.
He has a
They've-
lot of
we-
things to think about.
we keep on saying they need to. They've sold a lot of players. They've gotten rid of a lot of players.
Mhm.
Also, let's not forget all
Yeah,
those.
and
that were
people saying, "Oh, we should renegotiate." But yeah, guys, but Chiesa is getting 5 million or 5.5, okay, and it's coming out to season when he hasn't played at its level, okay, and the only offer he had, it probably was Roma, that he looked like he was going to accept and then he rejected, okay, because he's a spoiled boy. We have a special greetings for okay.
Dottore,
Don't know.
So how tell me how you can sell how can you sell tech? I love to that tech.
impossible.
Impossible to sell. How can you
Impossible.
sell Arthur? It's impossible to sell Arthur.
Maybe it's easier Arthur than Tech, actually. At least he's younger. Tech is 34, which people forget, and he's making 6.5 millions. Who's gonna pay for a 34-year-old that is making 6.5 millions?
Yeah.
Nobody. I mean,
Plus a percentage to his manager.
Do we know
It's
the
a hard
details?
job. Excuse me?
Do we know the
No.
details of the buyout?
No, not yet. I think
Okay.
they're gonna release them tomorrow. So, and I
mean-
haven't read actually anything. The
least
feeling
half
that
of it.
I think we're gonna feel at least 3.5 million.
At least
for
half of
sure.
it.
Yeah, at least. Yeah. So, yeah, but
Dedicato
never
al dottore.
yeah, but you never want to join us. He's our customer. No, yeah. So I'm gonna tell you, if the transfer market season is going to end basically, I'm not going to talk about the player that are not part of the team because I consider Milik part of the team, okay? And I think Rugani and De Sciglio are going to find a way sooner or later, okay? And I'm not going to consider the other player, okay? Neither Chiesa, because to me he's dead at the moment. If from now till like the end of August, we're going to add Cop Miners, Nico Gonzalez, Kalulu, are you going to feel happy?
I mean,
Yes.
we'll never solve all our issues in one transfer market session. Like,
but
it's-
they would solve a lot. I mean,
Yeah,
this would
I
be
mean-
like a miraculous transfer market if they sign these 3 players, and then if they manage to get rid of at least one between McKennie and Chiesa and make money off
I
one
don't
of
care.
the
To
two.
me, McKennie can go work, and I defend McKennie all last year.
I'm
okay?
sure you
He
don't
can
care,
go
but
work in front of the Burger King in front of Palazzo Madama, the one that Abraham loves. So
Sure.
he can go work over there. Or Chiesa can be the new garden of Villar Perosa. I think the villa that Daniele has over there, Edo, are pretty big, right? I think that the gardeners can use a help, right? I think, right?
but like, what I don't want to see is, because we were talking about the Kalulu move and being on a loan with an option to buy next year. Those are the kind of things I want to see. I don't want to see the ones where we have to buy them next year for some crazy number.
then we're
I don't
stuck
wanna-
with
Yeah,
it.
Kopmanes, you're gonna buy it. Kalulu
Okay,
probably in a loan. Nico, I think is gonna be a loan with the obligation to buy. I think.
Right.
But actually, guys, I like Nico Gonzalez.
But
I'm
30
probably-
million, it's a bunch of money.
I don't
he's
know
a
if
Fantacalcio
Dude.
player, guys.
Dude,
He's always been
no,
a Fantacalcio player.
I don't know if
he's
it's
a-
worth it that much,
It
but
sucks. He's Argentinian, okay, but he's a good player, Nico Gonzalez.
Don't say this kind of thing.
Why? Sorry. If you play for FIFA team, I should call the FIFA team no more Argentina. No, but now if they show them, if the Fiorentina is gonna get Gudmundsson, they need to get rid of Nico Gonzalez.
question for you guys: if they will manage to renew for a year with Chiesa.
Renew for 1 year or 4 year?
1 year.
Oh, 1 year.
For 1 year with Chiesa at the same salary. Would you do it?
You had to
5 million.
you had to go on his knee, okay, and say sorry to everybody.
I don't know, man. We're gonna be in the same position next year if we do that.
Yeah,
No.
that's my.
No,
Plus Vlahovic.
no, we wouldn't be in the same position because next year you would have the last year ending into the World Cup. So if he wants to be the asshole waiting the whole year, then he can wait on the bench the whole year and not play the World Cup. That would be different.
Well,
And that's what I would do with all contracts. I've been saying all week. I don't know why they don't have the expirations of the contracts, all of them, on the years of the European Cup or the World Cup. All of them. So when
if
the
we qualify,
yeah, whatever.
There is a number to 48. Probably they're gonna raise
Yeah,
to
but
54. Probably until
that would always play in your favor if they wanna, play the last year like that. They're like, okay, I'm gonna bench you. You're not gonna go play the World Cup.
So, answer my question. So, Nico, Cop Miners, Kalulu, you be happy?
I like the three of them. I like the three of them, of course. Yeah, and they're gonna complete the team. So yeah, it's all players that we need for the position we're looking for. So of course, it's not enough, but yeah, sure.
It's a beginning, but we know it's.
Yeah.
And going back to what I said in the beginning, it's gonna take time.
Yeah.
It would be enough if we was like last year, where we had to play just Serie A and the Coppa Italia. That would be enough.
I agree.
Since we have 4 competitions, it's not enough. But you got to start somewhere.
You gotta start. Correct. Yeah, I agree. But I don't think like asking, because Mauro is saying that Maudud was famous into finding Kvara as a man. I adding Kim in the mix, Lobotka. Yeah, but you guys understand that is a part of Juventus right now. It's not part of Napoli. It's a little bit different to me, his position right now. So, and he needs to get his credibility, okay, with Juventus, because I think one thing is working over there, one thing is working with Juventus. And you already know, actually, look, it looked like for 1 year he was the hero because basically he was the one kicking out Allegri. He was the hero for like 75% of our fandom, okay? Now that it looks like we are having some issue because we're not able to offload player and get a new player. After it's August 13, there is still 27 days of transfer. There is how many June Tuliato are you reading around? I'm reading a lot, so I don't know. People like I don't want to be racist. That this is something vulgar, but really, people need to chill out.
But like, it's hard to sell players when other teams know you have to sell, right?
Right.
It's like everybody is able to say, okay, I would sell this guy for X amount of money to that team. Like,
absolutely.
On paper, yes, but then when the market works in pair, like you sell and you buy. Like if the buyer knows that you have to sell because those players either they don't fit in your roster anymore or they want to leave, like Chiesa, like does Chiesa want to stay? I don't know. I don't get that.
Chiesa can sign for free in 4 months.
Yeah, like what can you do? Just
But we forget one other thing. Everybody is like Chiesa and McKennie have declined at least 5 teams each.
That's true.
So it's not
that many. I would like to say not that many. I don't think there is so many.
McKennie, yes.
McKennie, yes.
No,
Chiesa, I don't think
Chiesa didn't want to go to Roma. They don't want to go to Besiktas. They didn't want to go.
That wasn't. Come on.
Yeah, they said he was asking a lot of money to go. He didn't want to go to.
He says he wants to play the Champions League, right?
Right.
And that
Napoli. He didn't want to go to Napoli. That's 3.
I think the only reasonable move the only reasonable offer he had, he was the one with Roma. I think that was the only reasonable offer he had on the table. I don't think he had any other offer on the table actually, and that should show him what is really worth it actually. And McKennie is different. McKennie, I think he had more than one offer, as you were saying, for like. But
just a look at Aston Villa. It didn't make sense. It didn't go from
he has too many money
point of view.
Yeah, he has too many. He has too many.
Right. He wants like too much money.
Yeah, he probably want to share all the Big Mac they're gonna sell in the
you also have those kind of personalities, like that you're dealing with. They don't help you on that.
right?
They don't help you on that.
But that's
Szczęsny-
why I don't have an issue with what we're trying to do, because I think for years, too many years, Juventus player was spoiled too much. When they come to Juventus, I think there is like a. Well, I will play for Juventus for free. Okay, I guess all of you. Okay, but other than play Juventus, you know that you receive me like a 5-star treatment. Okay, it's not like playing for like my other team is going to be Venice because it's my home team. Okay, but playing from Juventus to Venice, I know the facility that Juventus use, and I know the facility, for example, that Venezia is going to use. It's totally different. Okay, if you remember when 2 years ago Di Maria saw for the first time Juventus facility, was like wow. And you're speaking of a player that he played everywhere in the world, with the Real Madrid, with the Manchester United, with Paris Saint-Germain. So you spoiled me playing with Juventus. Okay, well, we heard the story. So it's the time the guys. Okay, you're gonna be spoiled, but you need to deserve it. You're not gonna deserve it. That is the door. If you say a word, okay, that is the garden.
Do you guys think it was a good move to announce which players were out of the
Yes,
project?
because they need to get rid of them. They need to know.
The players didn't know unless it was told in front of
I don't have an issue. Leave. I'm tired. I'm tired of them being spoiled. That's my opinion, of course. So
Edo?
Well, in a way, you think about it, you're giving up your game, right? You're telling other teams that, well, these guys don't belong in the team anymore, and I'm stuck with them unless you buy them. So
we're having a
one-
garage sale here.
yeah, but on the other hand, honestly, like Chiesa was out of the project, and it was known even before it was officially kind of put in that sort of status. Like, you don't need Giuntoli to officially say it. Like, they know exactly, other teams know exactly how things work. And the same goes for Szczęsny. I don't know. You bought.
Do you gain
Mario.
anything? Do you gain anything by saying it out loud?
Saying it out loud, no. Saying it with the agents,
That's different.
maybe. Yeah.
I'm saying like going, after a game, saying like all those that didn't come is because they're out of the project. They need to go look for another game. It doesn't matter. But like my question is like, did you gain anything by saying it out loud?
well, maybe they need to know. They did.
The players knew,
need
the
to
agents
hear the
knew,
message. They are
all
not
knew.
welcome anymore.
They knew. You can tell them like when you are at home. What's the advantage of saying it in front of a camera to the whole world? I don't understand. What's the advantage?
I don't know. Probably showing that
Well,
Sorry.
There was one confusing part, because if you guys remember when Motta had his intro press conference, and then they were very
More than
like,
one,
oh,
actually.
everyone was part of the project, like even Giuntoli was very sort of like generic, like not going into much details. And then a few days later, I don't know, not even a week, it was like, oh, this guy's out, this guy's out, this guy's out. So there was a shift in the messaging that was a little confusing to me. But I don't know if you gain or lose anything by saying it out loud. As David said, I think those players, they knew, their agents knew, and the other teams knew that these guys were out of the project. So
Can I say mine?
go below.
To me, they were impossible to sell no matter what. Those players. The Chilio, who comes to you to buy the Chilio,
But the
who
Chilio
comes
is
to you to
not
buy Rogani, who comes to you to buy Kostic, who comes to you to buy these kind of players. You put them out, they're gonna go in public on the fact, guys, you're not part of this project, and the rest of the players know, like, from now on, we interested in you guys because you are worth it. You guys, unfortunately, not part of the project because of different reason. Rogani because he's not the style of players of Motta that he wants. Other players because they want to offload the salary, like Arthur. How can you sell Arthur? It's impossible. No matter what, it's secret or not secret.
Hey, it happened to all of us in our daily job.
Yeah.
Yep. Look, the only issue I have probably is with Rugani and De Sciglio, because actually it's two guys that never said a word. Okay, they renewed their contract, and honestly, I don't see an issue De Sciglio going to Monza for like what he's getting right now on August 31st.
And I mean, even Rugani, he can play on half of Serie A's team, and kind of.
Yeah, and then with the new salary, I think it's really affordable for many teams. If you want to find a new deal, I think he's gonna have money.
He's refusing everything at the moment. too.
It looks like he is.
He refused Ajax. I don't see why. But...
So, guys, look, stop because dinner is almost here for me. So, and my boss is home. When
Everybody
my boss,
stops.
when-
All right.
No. When my boss
Nobody,
is home,
nothing else happens
For you
in the
local.
world. Dinner is there, guys.
I send you another question on the list of the topic I sent you. It's it's not the end of the episode. Serie A starting on Saturday. I wanna hear your prediction. Who's gonna win the Serie A? Actually, I'm gonna write it down. Who's gonna win Serie A and which Juventus position is gonna end? Who's gonna start? Who wanna start?
Inter is going to
Everybody's
win.
scared.
I know you're scared.
Inter.
Okay, Giulio first. Okay, wait. I need to write Giulio. Okay, I want to see Serie A winner.
Inter.
Okay, Juve.
Juve goes second.
Damn, be optimistic. And so I want to hear two teams that will be relegated.
Two teams that will be relegated. I don't even know who is there right now.
So you didn't come prepared.
Two
Keep
teams
fishing
that will
around
be.
and we go back to the relegation.
Well, let's take the winner of the others. I'm gonna look who is in Serie A and then I'll tell you. I don't even remember.
Billo, you're up.
But I think it's gonna be very hard to find somebody that doesn't say the other team of Milan. So the one is
The third team of Milan.
And about our position, I feel like I think we can write third.
Relegated? Two teams relegated.
I'm gonna make you sad, Presidente.
I know, man. I'm one of them. So.
Two teams. I'll give you my two teams relegated. Empoli and Verona.
Empoli, Verona. Okay.
Oh wow. Empoli. Oh, no, Empoli.
So Billo, Venezia is one and the other.
Venezia is one, and Verona maybe. What else do we have at the bottom?
Okay.
Cagliari,
Edo.
Parma, Como,
Parma.
Edo. Winner.
Monza.
Parma, maybe Parma. Yeah, maybe Parma.
Yeah, because
So
it's a
Venezia,
derby.
Parma. Venezia,
Because
Parma.
it's a derby for you.
Venezia, Parma. Let's say. Okay.
Edo.
Winner, I'll have to say the cardboard team.
Mhm.
Okay.
And yeah, I'll go with Billo and Juve is placing third. That would
Relegated?
be- honestly, I have no idea. A bunch of
How you? So it's supposed to be the specialist over here. So they show how much. our
why am I
skills
supposed to be
issue.
the specialist?
I know somebody had to be. You're the one. That's it.
Okay, so winner, I don't know. So Juve, I don't know. Relegated, Venezia and Verona for me.
Wow. Two
Yeah.
teams.
So who is your winner?
I thought you were going with Conte actually, Giulia. You are Conte is always going to win when he has.
What about Conte? No, Napoli. I placed Napoli like fourth. He's gonna play the fourth place with Roma, Atalanta. No, Napoli third. Sorry, Napoli third. The fourth place, I think actually Milan, Atalanta, and Roma are gonna.
So I'm gonna
play
say
for-
Juventus is gonna get third,
So who's second? Milan.
and Milan is gonna win.
Milan is gonna win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go different because I cannot say the other word.
Nobody Mosca.
Okay. So we have like Milan.
No, he's not gonna do it, David. He's not
No.
gonna do it because if he quit, he's not gonna find another team.
I have
And
one
most of it because they're gonna get Lukaku. They're gonna swap Lukaku with Osimhen. So
Presidente.
go.
One more question we have to write down.
Yeah, because we have
I
that-
saw,
we have
I saw
one-
the Silicon Valley group that Mauro wrote a question that
Yeah.
I really like. How many goals do you think Vlahovic is going to score?
Like
Oh, nice
including
Next season. This season.
everything.
More than 20.
More
So
than 20.
Champions League, including the World Cup.
Yeah. Okay, everything.
No. So just Serie A.
Just Serie A?
Just Serie A, more than 20.
Just Serie A. Just Serie A is too different. How many you think?
More than 20 for me.
I can tell you he's gonna miss more than 20 for sure. So that I can go, safe with that.
But actually, guys,
Missed 5
actually,
already in 3 games.
After I said more than 20, you know what's gonna happen, right?
Yeah, it's done. 3.
Come on.
I'd say
I think I'll do better than last year.
I'd say
better.
between 15 and 20. So
Yeah, I think better than last year. I think so too.
Edo?
I'm gonna go 18 in Serie A. That's my.
Giulio?
I said between 15 and 20.
Ah,
so
yeah. Sorry.
17,
Already
18,
right.
17, 18.
Billo, I'm missing Billo.
But that's too easy. Come on, Julio. What is that?
Okay, I'm gonna say 19.
So the last question, then I let you guys go, or if you want to talk, we can talk about carbonara. This actually is interesting question, but I don't see any issue because Chiesa and McKennie, they rejected everything that Juventus was trying to offer, while Locatelli actually renewed his contract last year, okay? And I don't think there were any team bidding for Locatelli. And for so, Miretti, why you want to sell Miretti? I think it's going to be a key part of this
Don't touch
team.
Miretti.
Yeah, exactly. So
It's gonna be the backup for whatever we're gonna get as
But he's out for a while, right? Because he's got that.
yeah, it should be back soon. Actually, for what
No,
I
it's
think.
not a bad.
I think.
situation.
I mean, but it's like a small fracture.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, so
Yeah.
probably it's gonna be back like middle of September. I think probably. Yeah, because they said Adzic middle of September, and Milik should be available on Monday. What they said. I don't know about Kostic is out of the team, so I don't care.
And Kalulu too. They said the plan is to travel with the team on Monday.
But first of all, they have to pass the medical.
Yeah,
Yeah.
assuming everything.
Yeah. So we will see.
Okay, guys, I'm gonna see you next Tuesday at 5. We're gonna talk shit to you in during the week.
And you know what
my boss is here at
that
the
5
moment.
means, though? It's
Billo,
after
where are
the
you
first
going?
game. What is
What
it?
is he showing? Padre Pio? No, what is
Enjoy
that?
the
Padre Pio.
Padre Pio. But no,
I
you
was
need
like,
to
he's
buy.
showing us
You need to
Santino.
buy. You need to get the picture of a cabal, okay, and put in your car and say, everywhere you go, I protect you. Something like that. I don't feel confident with cabal protecting you.
We will
I know what's gonna
I
protect
have my
me.
doubts. But we'll see. We will see.
Have you bought his jersey?
I will buy his jersey, the second one, shitty jersey for a shitty player. They either is gonna become my favorite ever, or I'm gonna pretty much like kill his career, like I've done with all the players I've bought a shirt for, and it's gonna
I'm
go
going
next
with
year.
number-
So either way, it's gonna be a
Number
win-win.
2.
It's gonna be a win-win for me next year. So
Which bandwagon you want to guys create at this moment?
no, you tell us which one you want to kill, like which
exactly.
player.
Which player should we support?
Bad. Let's do that. It's gonna be the year of Wea.
But by the way, you see, Ken already scored 3 goals, at least 3 goals with Fiorentina.
He's like half the size he was at Juventus. You see that?
Jeez, Rino, do you think this is the time you're gonna show up when we're closing everything? Come on, be respectful, dude.
I say
Come on.
this is the year of Gatti. Gatti is gonna show what he's truly made of.
That would be good. I would love that.
I have his jersey. I said everything.
No, you have his jersey ready?
Oh yeah, from last year. I have Wea and Gatti from last year, both. So
Daido.
I'm gonna go the year of Thuram.
Ole.
Oh,
that's easy. That's easy. Come on. A bandwagon is something that is
Dino, there is
juicy.
something Edo, there is someone in front of you.
That's my mother-in-law.
Oh,
Once
okay.
again,
And Matteo, who's gonna be the player of the year?
I would love to see Fagioli, but I'm scared. I don't want to jinx it actually. No.
Beans.
I'm not gonna take off my head because
You should have all three done it all together. Walk away.
okay, boss is home. She didn't even say hi to me, so guys.
Buon pollo loco.
And
Ciao,
see you
Rino.
next Tuesday.
Ciao ragazzi.
Guys, it was
Tuesday.
fun fino alla fine sempre. Monday, hopefully. Hey,
Grande
we're gonna-
Pinzo.
Are we gonna win on Monday?
Oh yeah, we didn't talk about Monday at
Yeah,
all.
exactly.
Like everybody's terrified. You know?
It's better don't say anything. At least
Let's
the first
talk
game.
about it on Tuesday next week. Let's
Yeah,
see what
exactly.
happens first.
Exactly.
All right.
Bye, guys. It was fun. Thank you so much. Bye.
I'll tell you what.